by 2.
Did you end up getting it working?
I'm running it now, or I was. Is it running? Yeah, it's running. Yeah, my merge got fucked up, and so
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It looks like you still have changes from the merge stage. Is that right?
I shouldn't anymore. Look, see?
Let me see.
I made
you got 7 files. Staged,
yeah, I made changes locally. Yeah, so this is like this got rid of. Okay, so this was my fix. To origin. All right, good. I'm gonna delete this branch. Now, delete it and delete remote. And that way we can branch into new stuff without a problem. Okay, so, oh hey, Simon's here. Woo!
Hey, Simon.
All right, we're live. Let me get a tweet up that we are live right now. All right, sweet. Okay, so welcome, I guess just Simon right now. Welcome anybody else who's watching this later. We're gonna continue working on our weather app and try and match the design that we were so generously allowed to use the assets for by Eddy Gann. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
I think so.
Yeah, so he like sent us the assets and all that stuff, and it's really awesome, really generous of him. Thank you, Eddy. Let me get this back up on my other screen, and I'm gonna pause that GIF so I can just look at stuff. Okay, so what we want to do is get this UI. So we're already a little bit of the way there in the sense that we get these both in a new window. We're already a little bit of the way there in the sense that we've got the location at the top, we have the temperature, we have the animated icon, but we have to get rid of all this list and start making that blue area at the bottom, excuse me, with navigation and stuff so that we can match the spec. So I would think the first thing we need to do, first of all, we got to swap some things around here. So, because the icon is after the location above the temperature.
Before we get too deep in the weeds, maybe we should tell them what we changed since the last one, because there have been a few merges done on the code base since then. So yes, I don't know if you've changed anything, but if you have, maybe you could tell them what you changed, and then I can tell them what I changed.
I have not. I just pulled in your changes, and so you can walk everyone through.
Do you want to hand the screen over to me?
Sure. How do I do that? Oh yeah, here we go.
Okay, great. So a couple things have changed here. Basically, what we've got now is a minor thing. We turned appconfig into an actual class instead of it just having static fields. That way, in the future, we can use something like remote config or some other kind of service to handle configuration. And then part of that was also injecting it in here in main.dart using states rebuilders dependency injection. And so now if you go through to open weather, you can see that it's actually consuming it as a constructor argument, which is super nice for whenever we want to set up testing or anything else like that. The other thing that was changed is the open weather service. We added an endpoint. It's we had the get weather one call, and and now we've added this other one called get current weather. And part of the reason why, the main reason this was added is because the get weather one call, which is supposed to return like the majority of the data you need to build like a current weather view, for some reason it doesn't include the name of the location, but the get current weather endpoint does include the name of the location. So we're pulling this in essentially only for the name of the location. And one of the things that I did as well was I wrapped both of those API calls into like a convenience getter, which is just get all weather data. And all it does is it, in a type safe fashion, it gets the weather one call and it gets quote unquote the current weather, and then returns it in kind of like a little aggregating data model. And so then when we go to consume that in weather screen, you can see here that we are doing a reactive model future of this get all weather data, and then that passes down both the one call, and also we're just pulling just the name out of current weather. And so that's really the majority of the changes. Other than that, I just renamed some things because they were named incorrectly. But that's basically it. Oh, one other thing I forgot is that we added the animated icon, the SRL animated icon widget. And what that is it is all of the lottie icons that were provided by Eddy. And those are contained in the assets/lottie folder. And there's a handful of them here. So he was very generous to provide those, to give those to us. And the actual package we're using for this is just the lottie package, which is nice. This lottie package is nice because the person who is maintaining it is extremely responsive. I had an issue with some of these icons and he fixed it in like 5 hours, and it works on everything. So it works on web, it works on Android, and it works on iOS with feature parity across all 3 platforms. So it's not perfect, it's in early stages, but it's working really well for the icons we've got. So those are things that I kind of did before this live stream, just so that we could get a little bit ahead of the curve on building out the UI, because there's lots of little diddly things. So that's all I've got to share, and I'll hand it back over to Ruben.
All right, cool. So something I just realized that we should do, first of all, is we should fix up our theme. There is some colors provided in the Dribble post, so I'm going to get those out. And given that this, I mean, I like dark theme, and I want to make sure we do that, but I think these dark blues don't really hit so well on the dark theme. So what I'm going to do first of all is set a theme mode .light, just to make sure that we're just following more closely. The next thing is I'm going to grab this primary color. I'm going to not do the color scheme anymore. I had removed this previously, but I guess I lost it in a merge. So primary color, do XFF. Okay. And we'll do an accent color, I think would be nice with accent color.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, the actual UI concept, they don't have a dark mode. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. And so we can get there.
We should definitely do light mode only to begin with, and then theme out the rest.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's do that and see what we get. Maybe do a restart.
What's the deal with that visual density field?
Oh, so this is something that's added more for like desktop and stuff.
Okay.
So like so that the density of the widgets will change based on whatever platform you're on. Like I've noticed that the density for Windows is a little different than what it is for mobile.
And so, like, what kind of widgets is it actually affecting? Is it like the bottom nav bar kind of thing?
I've seen it affect. Let me try to remember. I've seen it affect stuff like buttons, I think, and
okay.
Yeah, that's all I can remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
But yeah. All right, so the next thing is we'll switch the icon and the temperature. We're going to want to bump this font size and make the color blue. Oops. Window. Grab a text style. Our font size. Let's try 20. Let's try like 24. Maybe. That looks a bit better. And in his concept, he's got it in all caps. So we'll make this to uppercase. Yeah. And we'll give a color. Oops. Context dot primary color. That's okay. Cool.
Sweet.
And it's hard to see, but in his concept, there is a really light gray text that kind of says scattered snow.
Are you able to show the concept on your screen?
Yeah. So over.
Oh yeah.
Right in here.
Yeah.
So our API should have something like that, right?
What was it again? Oh yeah, it's
like,
right. Oh geez, what is that? Let me look through, see if I can find it. You can probably find it through autocomplete, but let me see if I can find it.
So in our weather call current weather maybe. Do wonder. Let's see.
Yeah, I think it's wet. I think it's weather.description or something like that.
Let's see. Yeah.
Try that. Nice.
Yeah, and all right. Both of those words are not capitalized, and I want to do that. So I think that there is a way to. It's not too uppercase because that'll just do.
Oh, you're trying to like get a
function.
Just the capitalized versus okay.
Yeah.
I hate that. Let's see.
I know that I did an extension on another project to capitalize the letter of one string, the first letter of one string, but that wouldn't give us. If
you want to move on, I'll start building out a.
Okay, yeah. So
start building out an extension for that.
Sure, yeah. So you can go ahead with that. I don't like that the text is so hard to see, so I'm going to leave it at the black. I just want to check and see it's bold. I guess it's not really bold. So leave it. I can leave it how it is right now, I think. This though should be bold. The city. All right, good. That's good. And then also the text of the temperature is blue. So we'll nice. Okay. Now the next thing is, so we've got this list of, of temperatures as this hourly temperature stuff. So that's not really how this works in his design. We've got this sort of blue area at the bottom that we can contain all that in. So let's move that. So we've got single transfer to the column. Yeah. So here we are. We're going to want this stuff to come out. If I remember correctly, I'm going to want to have two sections, each in an expanded. So that with expanded. Child of a container, give it a color of primary color and space around, I think. Whoop. What do we got here? Big, whoops, long error. Size not min. Come on. No.
I just added in that to capitalize. I don't know if
Awesome.
it'll work or not. Guess
Awesome.
we'll find out pretty soon.
Yeah. All right. So I'm definitely missing something on. What's the shortcut for this? Control-Shift-F5 to restart. Probably not going to do it. I'm definitely missing something here. Expanded. Yeah. The safe area. And the single. Yeah, we don't need the scroll view because we won't be scrolling anymore.
True.
And there it is. Okay.
Looks like the capitalize thing worked. That's cool.
Yeah, sweet. All right. So we want to give our container decoration, move the color up in there.
Oh, Gerard actually did an assist in the comments there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Gerard, I did the exact same thing, but then I did it on every word instead of just the first letter.
We've got it right here. I don't know how well people can see my screen without zooming in, but okay. So box decoration, we want to give it a border radius. Radius dot only, top left, radius dot circular, and I think we had, when we looked at this previously, I think we said 40 is good. because it's a pretty dramatic curve. It looks like even 40 might be a little too much. Might want to do like 36 or something. A little better. Yeah, I'll leave it at that for now.
I think his bottom, whatever you want to call that, it's almost like a bottom sheet. It's not really, but it's kind of like a bottom sheet.
Yeah.
I think that might be fixed height. And then I think the top is responsive vertically.
Hold on, Simon says the font needs to be bigger. It's blurry over there. Okay, so
All
let
right.
me get into that. Font size.
I think you can control or command control plus as well.
Okay. Let's see. No, that's my control. No, that's not. Maybe. Yeah.
And
I'm gonna
minus.
stick with that. Can you guys see this now? I bumped up the font size to 18.
It looks a lot better on my end.
I love stream lag. I love it.
I think if you just aim for that column width to fill that up, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
What is it, 96?
We can also, well, we can mess with the maybe 20. Simon says maybe 20 for the font. Okay. Oh, it's large. Okay. We can mess with the flex. Could also hide the project view for more code space. I could. We can mess with the flex to adjust size. So I think when I had done this previously, I gave that 3 and I gave this 2. No, other way around. I think this 3 and this 2. All right, that's looking better. Now, okay, so we've got too much space now between, the icon needs to be a lot bigger. Hold on, let's get some adding here. Okay, we can give the icon a dimension. Is that how we can adjust the size?
Yeah, I think it's just like a double or something like that.
It's a double, yeah. All right, so that's pretty big in his design. So, oh, I guess it needs to be even bigger than that. Yeah. Even bigger. That looks better. Okay. Now, I don't know that we need the size box there because we're doing space around. And also his design doesn't have the decimal point, so we can round the fonts.
Oh yeah, you can just just do, I think you just do, no, that's a string. You just do round or whatever. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, as Fahrenheit first.
Right, yeah. That's right. We had that.
There you go.
Now, do we want to have the feels like, or do we want to have the actual temperature there?
Oh, whatever. Probably actual temperature.
Yeah, that's much better. It is about 80 degrees here. All right,
Plus,
cool.
remember that one day it was windy there and it said it was like 28 degrees when it was like 55 or something?
Yeah.
So.
It was actually pretty cold that day, so yeah. All right.
Any idea what that 24/8 is in the design?
Is
that the date?
Let me see. Let's bring that over here so we can check that out. 24/8. Oh, I didn't even notice that.
We might take some design license and just have that be wind speed.
Oh yeah. That
Just
might
do like
actually be
8 miles per hour or something like that.
Yeah, I think that probably is what it is. All right. Do you want
And
to
then,
put that?
and then I can ask him later what the intent was there.
Sure. Do you want to put that in, and I'll start working on the
Yeah, sure. I'll see what I
stuff
can
here
do
at the
here.
bottom. All right. So what's interesting is that there's this. Okay, let me get this back. There's this side-scrolling, hourly weather, and there's this navigation at the bottom. So that navigation package should be pretty easy. Let me just make sure our stuff is good. Okay. That should be pretty easy to find on Pub. There's a lot of packages like that. So open a bunch of these and see what we get. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, the Google Navbar, plus there's a whole bunch of these other ones. Persistent Navbar. Yeah, they're all very similar. I think it's just a matter of picking. What we want to do. All right, let's go with the Google Navbar. So, and we're going to need to restart the app, I'm pretty sure. So after you finish with the...
Yeah, anytime is fine. Go for it.
Okay, cool. I'm not super familiar with the VS Code commands for all this. Okay, Shift F5 is stop. All right, so we stopped, and I already did packages get, but I'll do it again just to make sure. So we're running. All right. I'll import the Google Navbar. Oh, come on. No suggestions?
Oh, I think that's because we turned that off for the live stream.
You're right. We turned off the dynamic imports. Right.
I think that's what that is.
You're right. We did do that. All right. All right, let me get
For anyone who's curious, we were having issues with live share having lots of lag and taking a long time to load stuff. And Dan, the guy who writes the Dark Code project, suggested that we turn off one of the imports features to speed it up, and it actually seems to have helped quite a bit. But the bad news is it makes it so you can't do those imports really easily.
Yeah. We're going to want to give our area at the bottom a column with the main axis size. Actually, I don't think we need to worry about that right now. I'm going to want to give it children. Right widget? Did they not name it like that? Let's see. Example code. GNav, they call it. Okay, so GNav can take a gap, an active color, icon size, padding, duration. It needs a selected index also. So default it to 0. What did I call it? Selected index. And it has an on tab change. And give it G button. And back in the spec, so we've got forecast.
Hang on. Let me see.
And it takes. Do we have the icons for the bottom nav bar? Is that?
We don't. Those are still en route from.
Okay, so we can just
from Eddy. Just use material icons for now, I think.
Yeah.
Make a good stand-in. I'll check my email, but I'm pretty sure they didn't come in.
Icons. That looks like a file icon.
Oh wow, he actually did send them all in.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Let's not worry about it yet, though.
Yeah.
I don't want to derail what you're doing.
Okay. Disk. Copy.
Huh. He also gave us an app icon.
Oh, nice. What a guy.
What a guy.
All right. You know what, though? I will stop this here because that's just my. I get annoyed when I'm working with stuff and I'm not using the right thing. So, can you pass the assets through?
Oof. Yeah, I can send them to you.
Yeah.
What I can also do is I can prep them while you're doing what you're doing, and then I can hand them off to you like totally ready.
Okay.
Unless you want to fool around with all the images and stuff, it's up to you.
The other thing, though, is that there's a weather icons package on Pub, and maybe I'll just pull that in and try to mess with that while you do that. So you can get the assets ready, and I'll just do this, and I'll also grab the there's a really great material icons package that has way more than the default one.
Yeah.
Material design icons Flutter. That's what it is. I like to use that a lot. So yeah, it gives it's way more flexible. I wonder how many people are with us. Let me go see. 4 watching. Cool.
Yeah, it looks like you're going to want to use a different package because these SVG assets aren't coming in quite right. So
okay, all right. So
I would just keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, so I'm going to start this back up then. Whoop. Our icons. Right. Can I import it? Yeah. All right. And back to the concept. That icon there at the bottom. You know what's funny? It looks like a floppy disk that's making Duckface with lips.
Oh yeah, it does. That's actually really funny.
Oh man. All right. What would I call? I wonder if I have something for forecast. Let's take a look at the package. Let's see. Reference.
You could also just use like a calendar or something like that from material if they've got it.
That's true. I wonder if the material design icons has. Other icons, but it doesn't show a preview.
No. See if you can just find a calendar, probably.
Yeah. Outline. I like outline icons. Okay. Why doesn't it like this?
Oh, yeah, it is weird. Why doesn't it like that?
That's unusual. Oh, is it?
What does G button want for icon?
Oh, it wants the icon data. Oh,
there you go.
All right, cool. I like that, actually. I like it when we can just shortcut to the icon data. Now, I'm definitely missing some more stuff here. So let me take a look. All right, so just icon and text. We're going to want a couple of these. So can I Control D to duplicate? Is there a command to like duplicate the lines with VS Code?
Yeah, you do Command C and Command B on just on just the line.
Oh.
The other thing you can do is you can do Option. You can hold down Option and Shift. I think it is.
So
that.
Nope. Oh, it says you left the collaboration session.
Yeah, I just had a network error. I'm going to rejoin here in a second.
Okay. All right, I'm just going to copy this.
Hold down Alt and Shift and press down, and it'll copy the line down.
Alt, Shift, and down?
Yeah, like Alt, Shift, and then press the down button.
Nope. Maybe it's Control, Shift, down? No.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it on Windows then.
So the next one was radar. And I bet there's a weather icon for radar. There isn't. Okay. Visual design icons for radar. Visual design icon, it has it. And the next was location. I think, oh, does he navigate through to that?
What I'll do is when we're off stream, I'll just go through and get the assets all figured out.
Oh, you know what? I remember that you sent me some mocks for a screen that wasn't shown in the GIF.
Yeah, it was a location screen. I don't think
locations. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Locations, and so I wonder again if the weather icons has a nice location. No. Oh, that's disappointing.
Material definitely has that. I don't know what they call it though.
They call it map marker.
There you go.
Oh wait, no, not map marker. It's that's for the little map marker, not the arrow. So what is that called? I think it's navigation.
Any idea why it's not building?
I'm probably missing something from the GNav. So, and this for settings, it's cog outline. All right. Now let's see what happens. Yeah. So, okay. So there. Yeah. Okay. So we need a gap. Let's give it 8, like they do. We need an active color, and that'll be our primary color, if I remember correctly from the, yeah. Our active color will be color. We need a background color, and that'll be white. Now, and need a duration. I'll just copy this in from them. But we need a tab background color as well. And I'll just make that white. See if we need an icon size. I'll just give it what they've got. And We need.
I think we're missing a parens or something.
Wow, look at this. Look what happened here.
No, I know. I think we're missing a parens.
No, this is in the wrong place. This is from WinRebuilder. So that definitely shouldn't be there. This.
Our format needs like a fix these fucking parens command.
Yeah, I think we've got a whole bunch of extra. So scaffold. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of extra stuff going on here somehow.
Do you want me to take a stab at it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Just give me a second to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stage on your machine. Okay. All right. Can you stage everything?
Yeah.
It won't let me stage for you. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it looks like. Hold on. Undo what you just did. I think
Why?
we got it. Look, here's extra stuff. Yeah, there we go.
That's it?
I think so.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So hang on a second.
Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna just do a full restart here. Man, that animated icon is nice.
Yeah, it is.
Did we restart? What happened?
Says it restarted.
There we go. Okay, so
get it vertical as.
Where is the console? Where did that go?
You hit Control J.
Having a render flex problem. All right, what do they do?
Does it build?
They have it. They have it in a bottom navigation bar with a container and a safe area and a padding.
Does it build if you comment it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe what we need to do. Oh, you know what? No, hang on. I'm looking at their example code here. So it has a container with a row. Okay. I think we need to give this. Yeah, each of these. Maybe it needs to be in a size box.
Yeah, if you run out of ideas, you can try giving it an explicit height.
Yeah. What is happening? Interesting. Vertical was called on null. Something about button state?
Do you have to give it padding explicitly?
I don't know. Fine. I'll try giving it the padding that they give it, which is in the example.
Yeah.
Which is okay. Come on. Text. No.
No, sorry. I mean the actual
Oh,
the GNav itself.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Ah. Interesting. What just happened here? What is this? Do you see this?
Yeah, did you pull you try removing something or something?
I don't know. I just did control plus in control period. Hey, why doesn't it give me my actions?
You try to remove it?
Yeah. There we go. Okay.
Sweet.
Okay.
You might not need that size box anymore.
Right.
I don't know.
Did my supposed to be control period to do this, right? So
yeah,
why
do it?
Why can't
Oh,
I
it doesn't actually let me run it on your
Here we go.
thing.
Okay.
Using the error not to run it.
There we go.
I see.
And, all right. So now I'm going to
put a spacer.
For now. Awesome.
Sweet.
And clicking does nothing for the moment. So we've got, oh, because I didn't paste in the, okay. Well, I can just set state, selected index, index. And oh, that's nice. We can make that a little bit faster. Let me watch hit the.
Yeah, how is it spec'd? I haven't looked at it in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm looking at the animation speed for the. Here, let's plot that in here. Let's see about animation speed.
He's probably got custom curves. We don't need to worry about that either.
Yeah,
pretty much all these dribble UIs have like crazy custom curves.
Yeah, all right, that's pretty quick. So I'll make it like.
Do like 250. Yeah.
That'll do, I think. I'm not super happy with how
kind of janky.
Yeah, I'm not super happy with how the text and the icons rearrange themselves. Let me check the package and see if they say anything about how to handle that.
Every time we have a client who wants something like this, we just like don't even bother with pub, to be honest.
You know what though? I just realized that there's a very, very light blue circle around around this. So I think the tab background needs to be like a really light shade of blue. So
you could do primary color with opacity, 10%.
Right. 0.10.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, try that.
Ooh, nice.
Maybe even less, honestly. That looks pretty good.
That looks much more like the spec, although it still does this weird.
The animation is wicked janky.
Yeah. I wonder if there's an option to...
Trying to see what it might be missing. I think it's missing a fade in, fade out on the text.
So the source code has a duration. You can give it a curve. So I wonder if that'll do it. Just any ideas for it to do this? I'll just try ease in.
Yeah, ease in, ease in out, ease out. One of those three. I think part of the problem is that there's no opacity transition on the text in the package.
Yeah, and the icon doesn't. The icons are static. It's the text that moves. So you know what? I wonder if we don't specify a duration, what happens? No, it just gives it a default one.
Let's see here.
I'll check out their example again.
I just don't think they have a...
Yeah, I don't see.
They just don't have a mechanism for an opacity transition on the text.
I wonder if it's something we could do ourselves.
Although
it's not the most important thing at the moment, I guess.
No, I would say use this for now. This is one of those areas where you could definitely spend a lot of time getting it right. You could spend a day getting it right.
All right. Now, one thing about this nav bar is that it's spaced out from the rest of the container, and it also has its own like curvy shape. So you can put this in a container and give it a box decoration.
I think as long as you like nail down the typeface and the colors, it'll be good enough for this live stream for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll send him a message on the Google Navbar guy and be like, "Yo, can we get a opacity transition on the text?"
Cool. Reload already in progress. Why? Okay, I still don't have my... It's not... margin. I wonder.
Hang on, it looks like it has a opacity transition.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the examples for the package.
Well, it has a. It'll be G button. It has a G button has a curve and it has a curve and a duration. It has its own button. It has an animation. Anyway, why am I not getting any border radius?
You can try giving the container a color like red or something. Can make it easier to see sometimes. In the box decoration, I think it'll yell at you otherwise.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It'll be like, yo, what are you doing?
How dare you? How dare you do a color outside of box decoration? Yeah, not even seeing it.
So GNav must have its background color. Get rid of GNav's background color. Try that.
Oh, yeah. Hey, there it is.
Okay.
Good one.
All right.
Now.
So then you can give it. Then you can give the decoration the white or whatever you wanted.
Yeah.
White.
Now it has. I think that looks like the right radius, but it needs to be the navbar needs to be a bit taller. So I think. Have its own height. I think I can give it in the vertical padding. I think it looks, whoo, that's huge. Although that does look a bit more like the spec. I think I like that better.
You need some padding around the blue.
Yeah, you're
too,
right.
Though.
Yeah. So the buttons then need to.
Well, you might have to in that container.
I think tab margin.
Okay. Is that doing what you want it to do?
Let's see. No.
You can do it on the parent container.
You could. Oh, yay, there's no documentation comments. I love that.
Here, what if you do this guy up here? Padding, edge, insets, all 4. Does that put us?
Doesn't look like it.
Really?
Yeah, although in the animation, it extends up to the top. Like in the spec, it's like this white background. Let me get my dark mode back on, and I can actually see.
How the hell is that not working?
Oh, it's hard to see anyway because it's so light.
Yeah, no, that works. Okay.
So then we probably have to adjust the padding here. No.
No, I got it. Look at your thing.
Oh, yeah. But it still looks a little taller. It looks taller than the spec now.
Let's see here. We had and then you already had that tuned, right? Probably.
Oh, that looks better. That looks better now.
You can almost be sure that everything he's done has been a multiple of 8 because he's actually a decent designer.
Yes, he is. I'm gonna follow him on Dribble. Actually,
that said, I'm gonna see what happens if we do this. Too little.
There we go.
I think it was right before. I'm going to leave it at 8. Hard for me to see on my end, so I'll let you be the judge.
Yeah, it looks better. All right.
That should meet spec, right?
Yeah, that meets it pretty closely. You know what I want to do though?
What's that?
Okay, so first of all,
well, the icons need to stay blue no matter what.
That's right. I was about to say that.
Yeah.
So I think
it must be an icon color, right?
Might want it in G button. Let me take it on. Click on it.
Oh, you have to do them individually?
I'm checking. G button does have its own icon color.
Yeah, I did see that, but it looks like. Oh wait, hang on. There's a color. Hold on, let me try this.
There, yeah. And the other thing I want to do. Okay, so that
and there's a typeface issue too on the text, right?
Is there?
They should be.
Oh, it needs to
uppercase.
be all uppercase, yeah. And the other thing is that the navigation icon needs to be outlined. And it doesn't seem like... You know what? Let me pull up the Material Icons website. MaterialDesignIcons.com. And we can look for navigation here. And the other thing is that we need to rotate that navigation icon.
Is there a style? There must be a text style.
Why does this
There's
website takes so long to load? You like can't type and do anything until everything is loaded. Come on. Why is this taking forever? Wow. This is way longer. All right, I'm just... Okay, nav. Come on. What is happening? Okay, so it doesn't look like there's a navigation outline. So I do know that there's an outline material, an outline icons pack. Outline material icons. Wow, hasn't been updated in a long time. I wonder if I can see if they have navigation. Wow, my internet is mad slow today. What is happening? Okay, so it does list the icons. It does have the... Oh, look at that. And it even has a tilted... So that makes me want to search here. It might be named near. Yeah, but they also only have it in solid. All right, so I'm going to get the outline material icons pack. We can get rid of weather icons because we are not using that. And get that, and we can get rid of unused imports. I wonder if things have been updated enough that I could get the new packages that are imported without having to restart. I've never tried to do that in a long time. Oh, I can. Wow. All right, so locations. So it'll be out om icons dot near me. Ah, we do have to restart. Close those out. Oops. Accidentally close the spec. Yeah, my internet is mad slow today.
Let's see.
Are you you doing some stuff? Let me put you in here.
Oh yeah, just kind of cranking away over here.
Yeah, I saw the problems console like jump back and forth, and I'm like, oh, awesome. We have our rotated outline navigation icon now. Sweetness. All right, let me put you back in. So what are you up to? What you doing?
I was just building out the rest of the spec here at the top. Unfortunately, I can't show it because I'm sharing a window, not my screen. Hey, what's the location? What's that location icon?
So it's OM icons dot near me. It's capital OMI cons.
And then there must be some kind of like dot or something, right?
You could just do.
I'll leave it alone for now.
You could just do like periods, or you could just do. You could do the Unicode.
Here, what about this guy?
Bullet, the Unicode bullet.
All right,
Yeah,
can we get your
looks
screen
good.
so we can see how this thing's building?
Yes, indeed. So you're going to want to center that.
Okay. Oh, this is funny. You do, okay, so I do cross.
Oh, cool. We can see your typing actually while.
Yeah, I'll leave that alone. You got it all figured out already. All right, so
I do want to make that wind speed easier to read. Also, what is that navigation with the dot dot? What is that even supposed to be?
I have no idea.
With the spec, yeah.
I wouldn't worry about it too much right now.
Okay. All right.
Let's see.
We can mess with the spacing a little bit more because
I'm gonna leave this for now.
Because it has the spec has the.
How do you get one that's filled in?
An icon. Oh, you can do the material design icon. So MD icons dot near me.
Oh, I see.
And that'll be one that's filled in.
Did I do that right?
Where are you at? It's more. They do some funky like MDI icons. Yeah, see that?
That should be fine.
Mm-hmm. But so the spec has the so where it says overcast clouds and the little icon has it much closer to the city name. So right now I have space around. So what we could probably do is get rid of that, have them all next to each other, and then have a spacer at the bottom or something. Let's.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna clean up my screen.
Just get rid of the main axis alignment. Right. So see, everything is a lot closer together now, and that looks more like the spec, but it has it'll have some padding at the top above the city, and then it looks like the wind speed is underneath the temperature. So we can take this container.
Here, can you share my screen real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I were doing this for a client, what I would be doing is I would be making this a fixed height, this a fixed height, and then I would make this a fixed height, and then I would make this probably responsive, and then I would make this a fixed height, and then I would have this guy right here be what is movable, and this guy here what is movable. So this whole bottom section would be, I don't know, I'm going to guess 200 pixels tall. And then this guy would accordion vertically depending on if you were using a small screen or a big screen. And then that way you maintain this white space here and you maintain this white space here. And then you get to maintain all this white space as well. And then this guy here, you could make this a little bit responsive vertically, but not more than probably like 20 or 30 pixels just to handle this white space in this area.
All right, so I'll tell you what. Let me get you on with that, and because I need to step out to the restroom.
Sure.
So let's get your screen back up, and oops, and I will take my.
All right. Let's see where we're at here. All righty. So I'm just going to start breaking these out into individual pieces. I'm going to go ahead. I don't want to do that while he's gone because I don't want to not be able to share my screen again. So let's see. We'll do. And then we've got these three. Say. Okay, and then we'll say weather icon, and then we'll say, Jesus, what do you want to call that? Call this temperature. Right, and then this is going to be a column as well. It's going to be a column as well. Column children. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab these here. Okay, so that should be. Okay. Speed. It looks cooler when it's like wind speed. I'll leave it like that. All right, so we've got those broken out. Then from here, in exercise.min, but it's expanded. Okay. And then let's see here. So we will leave this the way it is. And then, okay, so this is supposed to be the bottom sheet and bottom sheet navigation. And this is going to be the, I think I called it header. Yeah, right. Header or main content header. Okay. Well, I already stole his name, so we'll leave it main content. All right. Hang on a second. Where is? how's the, I must have, did something get reversed here? Let's see, I'll bring this up to the top and go. Okay, so the wind speed down here. We got this, we're gonna get rid of the F because he's not using it. Wind speed. I think the 24, okay, so the design his says 24-8, and I think that might be intended to be the date, like day/month. But we took some kind of creative license and did a wind speed. So we'll say it's going to be kind of like 4, 5, something like that. So we'll just do that. We'll do it like that. Okay. Sure. Do we want them?
Okay, I'm back.
Like that. All right.
What do we got?
I just did a little bit of organization, and can you pull yours up so we can see if this thing's still building?
Sure.
And then it might be a good idea to do some kind of, okay, so let me go ahead and get some spacers, or let's do a main axis alignment dot space between. No. Okay, space. Okay, so there's space around and space evenly, and I honestly have no idea what the difference is. I know it looks different, but I don't know what's actually different. Do you happen to know what's different?
I don't, off the top of my head, no.
I usually pick the one that looks better, so that looks more right to me.
Yeah, that does look a bit better. Let me just take a look at the spec. Yeah, that definitely looks better.
Okay, so I'm going to do a little size box height 8 in here.
The temperature text size needs to be a bit bigger, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. So what do we got down there? Let's try 48. It's probably more than that.
Yeah, that looks
96.
That looks good. No, 48 looks good.
Yeah. Okay, and then we got this action down below. Okay, so here's the thing. He has it centered on the text and not on the degree symbol.
What does he have centered? The wind speed? Oh yeah,
no,
you're right.
The text is the temperature is centered like this without the degree symbol.
Oh.
And then he's got the degree symbol added.
Ah.
So we can try. You want to go ahead and do a commit real quick before we get any much farther?
Sure.
If you don't mind, please and thank you.
I do not mind. So why do we have a change in the... Okay. Is this all staged? Hold on. Okay, let me just do it here. And all right, so that's all committed.
Okay. So what were we doing? Oh yeah, I was going to see if I could get this thing to spec. So, okay. Let's try this. Then.
Oh, nice.
See how close this gets us. And then I gotta lose this here.
And then just use it positioned.
Yeah. And how do you do this? You want to do top? See where that puts us? Is that where we want to start? Okay, so then we can do
That moves it away from the.
That's the opposite direction.
I think we need to give
Oh,
it
you need to, right.
Yeah, the overflow, yeah.
Is it visible? Is that what it is?
Yeah, nice.
And then I think, let's try this.
It might be a little bit further. No, actually, that's good.
Okay, so we can, do we need this at all? No. Yeah, let's try that.
Nice. That looks pretty good. The other thing let's do is let's make the wind speed more readable.
There. I don't even know if I spelled that right. Wind speed, yeah. So, okay, so it's just not, there's not enough contrast. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Maybe make it the same.
Actually, that background color can probably be lighter, right? I just said 100.
Yeah, that's better.
I want to get it. I know it's not going to be. I know it's not going to be particularly. We should find a balance between design and accessibility.
Yeah.
I think. Can it afford to go lighter than that, or is that the lightest it should go?
Try to make it a little lighter, and we'll see.
We'll do one more.
Oh, yeah, that's rough. Make it go back to what it was before.
That's pretty okay.
Yeah, that's.
You can always funky split the difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's the lightest we can go with that.
Let's see if we can. What happens if we split the difference? Is that doable, or is that not? Or is that too light?
Where are you?
Same spot as before. I just split the difference between 400 and 500.
Oh, I see. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay.
Let's just leave it for now. Should we do these capital or should we do them lowercase?
Let me see.
It's ugly either way.
In this. Well, he doesn't have it. Maybe make it lower.
Try like this. It's pretty ugly either way.
Yeah.
What if we all right, let me try something super quick. So then how did that blow out? It's your main exercise.
I think you want the alignment to be center, no? Oh, all right.
Okay, hang on a second. I want to see what I can do here. I can't really see what's going on, but we'll give it a shot. And then come on. Something like that. Hang on. Oh yeah, I forgot about this text baseline. I don't like that at all. What I'll probably do here then is do a, oh gosh, yeah, it won't let me do that. Okay, transform dot. Is that a thing, or did I make that up? Transform dot translate. What does that do for us?
That makes the 3 go above the M. And that makes that puts the miles per hour above the 3, like an exponent kind of thing.
I'm not really too happy with it. Looks pretty bad either way. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go with like this for now.
Okay.
It's too much splitting hairs.
Yeah.
And then let's just go to shade 500. Simplify this.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Good. I like
Good
it.
enough?
Yep.
All right.
Do we want
call this?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Well, next week we can get to.
We'll do the scroll. Well, maybe you can pull it up, show them the scroll animations on the bottom sheet.
So you can see here that you can scroll back and forth between, the hourly weather. Then there's this radar thing. Do we want to try and do that at some point?
I'm going to contact the API provider and see if they'll let us get access to it.
Okay.
You need to pay like $180 a month to get access to it.
Oh, yikes. All right,
so I might just be like, yo, we're just doing this for fun. See if they'll throw us a bone.
Okay. The interesting thing is that with the radar, the whole area collapses down. That whole, the blue card area collapses down. And then with the settings, there's a really fun animation to go back and forth between the temperatures.
Yep.
Yeah. It's neat.
Yeah, probably next week I would think getting that scroll animation and maybe one other thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And maybe the settings screen. Yeah,
settings screen and the scroll animation I think would be good.
Okay.
So and then I'll contact the API provider and see if they'll let us access radar.
Okay. And so to let everyone know, next week the stream will be hosted on Luke's channel.
Yeah, because we're alternating.
We're alternating. We're going to put timestamps on the video for people who are going to watch afterwards. I might not be able to get to that right away. It is Saturday, and my family is waiting for me. So I will, so because it's on my channel, I'll do the timestamps. I'll try to get to it at some point today. Thanks for joining us, everyone. This is really fun.
I'm still over here fiddling with the layout. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, I like what we've got so far. This
looks pretty solid.
Yeah. One thing that interests me is that the shade of blue that he uses in that blue area, that weather area, the hourly weather area, seems to be I can't tell if it's a slightly different color than the color that we chose. Does it look to you like it's the same?
Well, if he's doing the design on a Mac, he might be on a P3 monitor.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, then. So we will hold it here, and we'll be back next week. Thanks again, everyone. And thanks again to Eddy for
Eddy is the real OG here. He's the VIP for just giving us all these assets for sure.
100%. So everybody should go and follow Eddy on Dribbble. I think we've provided the link to the shot in the description. If not, I'll put it in. And you can. It sounds funny to say. I'm not used to talking like this. You can subscribe to our YouTube channels. Those are linked in the description. Follow us on Twitter. Blah blah. All that jazz. Like the video. All that.
And whatever you do, don't follow me on Twitter.
Oh wait. Whoops. I was gonna put us back like this. Yeah. Right. Okay. Cool. All right. Bye, everyone.